every new Thursday brings another TWAB, most of the time, but not always. And that being said, it is time to get into Week 3 and the TWAB. So, with Week 3 brings the official return of Trials to Destiny 2, as it has come back for this season. And aside from that, there's a little bit more that they wanted to talk about. So, they wanted to clarify on some details regarding in-air accuracy, as some people, they wanted to address some things going together. So firstly, patch notes included a line that stated all primary weapons have airborne accuracy penalty removed. This line should have been qualified as at 60 airborne effectiveness, all primary weapons have their airborne accuracy penalty removed. That said, at base, primary weapons generally shoot straighter while airborne than did before. For example, hand cannon base accuracy cone, aka air angle, is now 0.8 compared to 0.97 last season, and you can now fully eliminate the airborne accuracy penalty, meaning your weapons will shoot as straight as they do while on the ground, which wasn't the case before. But note, there are some differences. 30 airborne accuracy similar to pre-season 17 Icarus Grip. Suitable jump shots at mid-range. A hand cannon's accuracy cone at 30 is 0.48 compared to 0.47 degree last season, but at 60 it fully removes a penalty, and which will allow longer range airborne shots. But then they also reiterate, keep in mind that for special weapons, they'll be penalized more heavily based on the stat, requiring a full 100 to eliminate the airborne accuracy. Shotgun spread angle being heavily penalized at 0, and the penalty was reduced with higher AE and eliminated at 100. So that being said, they're still going to keep an eye out on that. I know people are getting whingy about it because they can't be flying throughout the air and hit every single headshot, but it honestly should never have been like that in the first place. But in Season 18 and beyond, they're going to be giving players a few new ways to build into the stat, including making the visible stat on the weapon inspection and updating some exotic weapons that felt could use a bump to its aerial. I don't know what that. I already forgot. Aerial. Whatever, the AE. But what else is coming next? For the next bit of the season, we're going to get a mid-season weapons balance updating with the Solstice, which will include some buffs to weapon subfamilies that have languished, a fix for certain special weapons not getting enough special ammo per brick for one defeat in PvP, and some tuning for oppressive exotic weapons. Beyond that, they pretty much have wrapped up production on Season 18 and the matching balance update, which will be a lot of standard appropriate size. No novels this time, some highlights revisiting some weapon subfamilies, legendary perks, and exotic weapon tuning, and adding intrinsic anti-champion functionality to several exotic weapons. So that is a good thing. Several weapons are getting anti-champion functionality that didn't before. And of course, they do say that Destiny 2's Trials of Osiris will be activated, which... let's see, ideas concerning it with the Freelance Zone Capture and Tweak game. Now, after a short break, Trials is back and come bearing some sweet new monkey armor. No, seriously, there's actual monkey, as if the community didn't already know. You didn't really have to state that with the TWAB. But yeah, in addition to the return, the Lighthouse is there. New weapons this season include the Forgiveness Sidearm and the Burden of Guilt Fusion Rifle. And a new cosmetic to earn is the Falcon's Chase Sparrow. But I believe it'll still be slower than Always on Time, so no point in really getting it. And of course, there is a shiny ghost shell that can be earned, which we have seen several times. This week's Trials of Osiris is elimination, so no worry about, capture being an issue. Now, at the start of the season, obviously, Solar 3.0 came out, and they wanted to share some details. Over 1.6 million players completed at least one Nightmare containment during the event. Guardians averaged 13.8 Nightmare completions per character, and one dedicated player even got over 390 Nightmare completions over the course of the whole event of, doing these things. And in the first 24 hours, one Guardian almost did it 78 times. So, with that, there is an emblem available, just as a sort of thing. You can go to the redeem, enter this code listed right here, and get this free little stag emblem. And as well, the other solar fragments have already been unlocked, so you have full range of control of which you can do with Solar 3.0. And as well, they mentioned some details regarding the exotic class item counterparts. There are 3 class items currently available in the Eververse store that have a synergy with specific exotics for each class, that when you equip with said exotic, get some extra flair depending on how they function. So like for Cloak of Bacchus, it gets a stasis effect. Tears of the Falling Star has an arc effect, and even though Battle Harmony is not arc specific, it gets an arc effect as well. But that's basically what they wanted to talk about as well. They wanted to celebrate the Pride Month per the usual, as every company does, and they decide to show some, or have people share their Destiny themed Pride art, and you will get something. I think an emblem or something. There's some sort of giveaway happening here. But then as well, into the player support. PlayStation 4, Silver Sync, continuing to work with Sony's team regarding issues that may be causing players to encounter missing licenses, delayed silver purchases, or incorrect silver balances on the PlayStation 4. So basically, if you're missing any silver or haven't gotten any, then you have, it's not a problem on your end, it's a problem on Sony's. Artifice Armor mod slot clarification. With the release of hotfix last Tuesday, we have partially resolved an issue causing Artifice Armor to lose Artifice mod slot at the start of the season. Newly acquired Artifice Armor will now successfully have the mod slot available. However, we are continuing to investigate a fix for existing armor pieces that lost their mod slot. So new armor from now on will have Artifice slots, but old ones will not. They have to still fix that. Now, some other issues resolved with the hotfix, as previously covered in the reset video. Enhanced bait and switch is fixed. The trespasser will show up in collections, and one of the in the tower character previews may appear extremely zoomed in, so no more Bigfoot. But as well, with Iron Banner, we are currently investigating the Iron Banner challenges ending earlier than intended with weekly reset. Players will still be able to progress incomplete challenges during the next Iron Banner later in the season. As well, the Guardian Games emblem. Players who qualified for the Tower's Finest Triumph now claim them, and the Glory Claim emblem from Bunch of Rewards. The deadline to claim is the 7th of July. Now, some known issues. Callus, Minitool, and Drang Baroque didn't get Masterwork borders from upgrading to enhanced traits. Travel Osiris gear may have the Flawless Glow enabled by default when a player has not gone flawless. Item tooltips disappear when players dismantle items in the Postmaster without moving their cursor. The Pyretic Footfalls ornament for the Path of the Burning Steps exotic armor appears in the Phoenix Cradles ornament section for some reason. Sometimes step 4 of the Iron Banner Forging Iron quest did not complete when obtaining Iron Banner engrams from Saladin's inventory. The achievement trophy for unlocking subclasses no longer completes. The Iron Banner Crucible intro does not display any player stats. Bells in Duality Dungeon can be activated with splash damage. Some players are getting trapped inside the Gauntlet's obstacle course and certain sever missions, blocking them from obtaining rewards. We're investigating issues causing players to be unable to use Synthweave to unlock new armor synthesis of their ornaments from the appearance customization menu. Players can work around this issue by unlocking the armor ornaments via individual armor previews quickly after selecting the full thing. And obviously, per the usual, for a full list of emergent issues, check the known issues article and the help forums to report them. Then we pretty much just have the usual art and movies of the week. This looks beautiful, though. I love that sketching. And as well, some cool little solar arts and a nice little drawing or animation of the old Destiny, what's the word? How do I Deep Stone Crypt spacewalk. But then that is basically the end of that, which that is about the end with this TWAB. There's not much else there. With that, my name is Matt Scorpion, and I will see you in the next video.